I feel like the ending of this game causes it to be remembered better than I think the game, and you'll be blown away by me saying this, is a bit overrated.
Oh yeah.
And I think emotion, and that doesn't mean the game's bad. It just means that I think that emotion attached to the ending, the characters, and everything, kind of makes people put this up on a shelf higher than it deserves.
Right.
It's really rough around the edges in some parts. It's still incredible for, like, at the ratings it got during the time make complete sense. Like,
Right.
because of the technical ability of it, the graphics and the world that they created was amazing at that time. Insane.
Yeah.
Looking back though, and a lot of Rockstar games I think are a bit overrated. Just because the missions really are, a lot of them, kind of simple.
Go fetch. Yeah.
Go fetch, go fetch, go fetch, go fetch. A lot of,
Love this song.
yeah, it's an amazing song. A lot of filler,
Yeah.
a lot of like just, but it's still, for what it is, it's incredible. And that is just one of the best endings in a video game of all time.
Yeah. Holy fuck.
And it feels like a distinctively video game experience of an ending. It's something I don't feel like could have been recreated in a movie.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't have the same effect.
Really, it's so much more satisfying playing it out yourself.
Yeah.
And also the fact that you have options at the end to like spare his wife and his brother.
Yeah. Like, you could watch a movie, see the hero die, and then see his son take revenge, and it's like, that could be a good ending to a movie, but when you switch, I thought that was Aisha Tyler there, Alicia Tyler. But when you take over the son as the player and you become him, like, it just, that evokes such emotion.
Yeah.
Your heart is warm, and the seams are torn, and they've given you a reason to fight.
I just love being in that world, getting on a horse and just riding.
Not gonna take what
A huge portion of the game can't be recreated on a show like this, and that is the feeling of being alone in the West and going out and hunting and spending time alone as Marston. And that just gives you this, like, they did such a great job of evoking the feeling of the West with all those little side things.
Right, yeah.
they're giving you a reason.
They have a lot to live up to with the next game.
Yeah.
But with all the story that was loaded into this,
I'm so excited because like I knew what happened. I knew like where it went in the end to this game, and the fact that you can come back as his son, like that is so fucking cool. But I didn't have all of the backstory for all the characters and stuff, so now I'm even more excited for Red Dead 2.
About to come into
me too.
light.
We won't be playing Undead Nightmare. So I'll possibly pick it up on the PS3 version. I'll play it Undead Nightmare when we get to Japan. Maybe during. Yeah.
version?
We might not
PS3?
take the PS3. Yeah. I don't know what I'll play it on. Can you play this in any capacity on PlayStation 4? Like through.
Oh, I think someone said that they downloaded it or something. Like right now,
Okay.
there's a deal going on or something.
Maybe Undead Nightmare during Halloween.
But it's not story related. It's just like
It's a silly non-canon off story.
okay.
As though
PS Now got a free trial. Okay.
the idea. Okay, so we might play it on PS Now or something, because you don't need the save from your previous game in order to play Undead Nightmare. They treat it like a completely separate experience,
Okay.
and it's as though basically it's kind of sad because like zombies come and eat your family at the beginning. Like they take down Abigail and Jack.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. And then like the rest of the game is just go out and fight zombies as Marston.
Oh my god.
It's just a silly
Right.
what if.
It's still fun.
The other thing that needs to be said about the like, yeah, it's hard to say. Like, I'm saying overrated because I'm like trying to like. It's not the most amazing gameplay experience in the world, but when you, it's still incredible. And when you put it in the time and consider that like there was not like a great Western game hadn't been made yet. There were some good ones, but
Yeah.
like this one was just like a completely different experience in a world where of shooters and just
incredible voice acting and a fantastic soundtrack. Like all the songs that were in this, basically, we have in our playlist now. But the ambience and stuff like this is nice as well. It's an 8-year-old game. Kind of blows my mind, yeah. Yeah, Gun on the GameCube was good.
Yeah, it was a really good game. Just not great because it just lacked a little bit of gravity that this had. I'd have to put it up there with, like, it's in my top games of all time. Having a second go with the gameplay, though, I would say it will, like, you know, I'll have to keep that in mind when I rate my, if I maintain a list of top 10 games, it would probably lose a notch or two due to that to some other games.
Right.
Because, like, when you look at, like, the BioWare games and stuff, like, their story and everything, I would say that was another big criticism, right? The loneliness feeling of, like, once your missions with Bonnie are done, like, she's just not on that farm for the rest of the game until the very end. Stuff like that, like, makes you appreciate BioWare, where you can still go back and visit certain characters and stuff. Like, they still exist feeling.
Yeah.
But that's been a kind of a thing in all Rockstar games. Man. And it's incredible how, like we've talked about this before, how little information's gotten out about about Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
Only what they want us to know has been out. And I hope it stays that way.
Apparently there is some additional information that we don't want to know, but that they've done kind of like playthroughs, or like, not playthroughs, but had some discussions.
Red Dead doing interviews?
No, what was it,
unlikely.
guys? They were saying things in the chat for a little bit, and then people said that they didn't want to know anything. I wasn't passing it on to you.
Yeah, people said the map leaked, but did Rockstar 100% verify that that was real?
Excuse me. They showed inside gameplay to press. Okay. So that's where you guys are getting some of this information from.
Well, nothing happens after credits, so... Man, this music at the end even. I don't know if I can get out. But it feels kind of appropriate too. This was like one of the first games that we ever played on the show.
Yeah.
And it'll be the first one we play in Japan, is Red Dead 2.
Ooh. One of the first ones, because that's October 26th.
But it'll be near the beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty special, I think.
That's really
Transitioning
cool.
to a new place with a new game, a new Red Dead. Every 8 years we'll get one.
Ooh.
It's kind of sad to think of it like that too. How rare these games come out and how much I love. Like, I'm gonna have to savor the fuck out of it when it comes.
Yeah.
I gotta take my time with it, which sucks because, like, I'm also gonna be terrified of spoilers. You know? So, like,
This was kind of like in an age.
this was in an age where things couldn't really get spoiled. But these days, where everybody lives socially online, like,
Yeah.
and everybody's a cunt.
Yeah, everybody turned cunty in the last 8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a single famous actor to be found on the cast.
Which I prefer.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense getting, like, these big time celebrities just for advertising purposes.
Yeah.
firing the old guys and getting new guys. Kojima. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching.
That was awesome.
And I think that is also our last show here in the studio. That's the last time you're going to see us in North America. In a couple months, we'll see you here again on the show. And it should look pretty much the same way as it did before. So it shouldn't feel any different to you.
Only we'll only be speaking Japanese.
Except we'll only be speaking Japanese at that point. So thanks for seeing us through to our last playthrough on this continent. And we'll see you in a little while.
Bye, I
Love you guys. Goodbye. And that's it for today, guys. Like I said, you'll be still getting lots of updates from us as we go along. Keep an eye on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter if you want to see and know what we're doing in our lives. And
yeah, we tweet sometimes.
Posting videos as well and vlogs and all those other types of things. 2 months isn't that long.
It's not.
We'll see you later, guys.
Bye, guys.